Hello and welcome to this series of an overview on precast construction technology, a Lego construction. So in this series we have already seen the production and construction facility of the precast hollow core slab, as well as we have also seen the precast elements such as wall panel and precast and prestressed beam. So in this video we are going to focus on the on the product known as precast column. So this will be our flow of the presentation, where we will start with the precast construction technology and its transformation as well as its benefits as compared to cast in situ. Then we will see the manufacturing process, and then we will see the design and connection of these precast elements. We will go through the tolerance limits that are specified by the Indian standard codes, and lastly we will see the logistic and erection as well. So let us start. So let us first see the difference, why precast technology is important, and what is the major difference between cast in situ and precast construction. So if we check on, if you see the top right figure, in which it is shown that that is the traditional construction, that is known as cast in situ construction, which is carried which is an step by step activity, which in which the formworks or wooden formworks or steel formworks are used to create the shape of the concrete, or we can say the to construct the particular element. Whereas if we talk about the construction of the elements in precast, then the elements are casted in the factory, and each and every element is casted in particular mold at the factory, which is which we can say as an off-site construction, and then the elements are transported to the site. So on the bottom left figure you can see the beauty of the precast, in which the precast column is erected above one of the column, from which the these are the dowel bars that are projected from the below column, and then this is the another column that will be connected with the bottom column, in which there will be a tube, or we can say the hollow section will be there, in which the steel will be connected through this dowel tube, and then the dowel tube will be grouted with the cementitious grout to connect these two columns together. So this is here you can see each if we check the precast construction, each structural elements are pre-planned, executed, transported and erected in position with higher accuracy of the supervision and precision in controlled environment. So now let us move to the process. So this is the process in which precast technology works. So basically it starts from the concept and planning, where each and every elements are planned well, and then it comes to the design and production, where elements will be designed and production will be done. Coming on to the logistics after the production and all the necessary requirements, the elements will be transported using the special trailer, and it will be transported to the site. And after reaching to the site, the elements will be offloaded from the trailer, and then it will be directly erected to the site. After completion of the erection, the final finishing of the structure will be done, and then it will be handed over to the client. So this is the overall process of the precast technology. So if we talk about the various element type in construction, so if we so first let us see the hollow core slab. So first we have the hollow core slab, then we have precast beam and columns, and then we have precast stairs and landing, and there are also special elements such as domes, then chhaja, we have retaining wall, we have underground structures. So precast technology is like we can make any of the element in any of the shape or any of the form, so that is very flexible and it can be constructed easily. So basically in this video we will going to see the overall process, or we can say the overview of the precast column, in which we will start with the construction. Then we will see the how molds are prepared, how it is connected, how it is transported, how it is erected on site, what are the functions of the corbel that is provided. So here you can see in this figure, this is the column, and in the column we have this projection on both sides. Yeah, so these are the two projections that is known as corbel. So this part is known as corbel. So we will also discuss what is the importance of this corbel, why the corbels are provided, and also you can see from the corbel there are two dowel bar that is projecting out. Here you can see this is the two dowel bars that are projected out from the corbel, and there are main steel. Here you can see this all are the main steel of the column part. So the use of this corbel is to rest the beam. So beam will be rest like this on the column corbel, and these two dowels, this and this, will be used to connect this particular beam with this column. So this is the use of this corbel. In this figure, on the this figure you can see this is my column, and here you can see this is the corbel, and you can see the steel of the corbel that passes through the column like this, and then it is connected to the column main reinforcement, so that here the beam, precast beam, or we can say in case of slab, the slab will be rested. So if we talk about the load transfer, so column will transfer vertical load from beam and the slabs. So now let us discuss the stage, so how this process takes place. So these are generally a wet mix concrete, so in which the first the mold and the reinforcement cage will be prepared on factory, and then the in the second stage, after the preparation of the mold and reinforcement, the reinforcement cage will be placed inside the mold, and then the concrete is poured into it. And the main important thing is we have to place the liftings that are very important, that will be used for the purpose of demolding. It will be used for the lifting and handling, as well as it will be used for the erection purpose. So these are the liftings that are provided for the facilities. And third stage is the delivery and erection of the element, where the elements which are produced in factory will be transported by the special vehicle, and then it will be erected at the site using the crane. So let us see the design and connection of details of the column, that is precast column. So here you can write, here on the right hand side you can see, so this is the column with the corbel. So this part is the corbel. Here you can see this is the corbel that is projected on both the side, and this is the column part. So if we see this figure, so we have column or wall structure, and then we have the corbel over here, and this is the corbel, and you can see this is the width of the corbel, right? And this, here you can see the blue color one, this is the rubber pad, or we can say bearing pad, that is used to level the it is used to level the precast beam, or maybe the hollow core slab. So if we have already discussed about this type of bearing, why it is used, and its purpose, we have already discussed this in the in my video of precast hollow core slab. So if you haven't watched the series, in this series we have already uploaded this video, so you can go through this series. Now let us see what type of corbels that can be provided. So the corbel can be two types of both weight corbels will be there. We can also provide different sizes of the corbel in different orientation and different direction as well, and we can also make multi corbels in case of special structures. So the requirement of the corbel and the size of the corbel, reinforcement of the corbel, everything is dependent on the design. So after going through the design and specification, the this corbel size and numbers are identified. So here you can see this is the reinforcement detail of the corbel. So so here you can see purple color steel, that is the main steel of the corbel, which will start from like this, it will be bent like this, and it will be connected with the it will connected with the main reinforcement of the column. Also here you can see this is the corbel part of the column, both side, and you can see there will be a beam that will be connected or resting on the corbel, and then there will be a hollow core slab. So see, so this is the hollow core slab that is resting on beam, and beam is rested on this corbel, and load of the corbel will be transferred to the column, and through the column it will be transported to the foundation. So there can be two types of corbel that can be provided. That is, the first type of corbel is known as the projected corbel connection, in which the projection is given in the taper form. So here you can see this is the taper projection that is given into the column. So, and above that there is a beam or any of the concrete element. Where in type 2 we can also provide the recessed type of connection. So recessed type, what is recessed type of connection? So we have the square corbel in which we have a beam with the cutout in which this corbel will be resting. So this kind of connection can also be provided, as well as this kind of connection is also provided depending upon the structural requirement. So here you can see this is on the figure B, that is the connection assembly. So here this is, let us say this is my ground floor. So from the ground floor we have one column, and we have given the projection bar of from the column from the ground floor, and we have casted this up to this level. Now for the first floor we will erect the column above that. So how it will be connected? So in the first floor column we will have the dowel tube that will be placed in the position, and we have the receiving bar from the ground floor. So this bar will be connected with the dowel tube of the first floor column, and this is how the load transfer mechanism will work for the precast structure, or we can say in the cast in situ also. But this is the similar kind of flow that takes place in structural elements. So let us see how this what are the accessories that is used in the precast column and how it is constructed. So in the figure B you can see this is the steel mold. Here you can see this is the corbel, three-side corbel is provided. You can see you can see this is the corbel projection that is very made very accurately in the mold, and this all mold is made by the steel. And here you can see this is the column height of the column. It is provided like this. So this is the height you can see now, and this is the width of the column, or we can say width 1, and this will be width 2. And on the bottom side of the column, so this will be my bottom side of the column, in which you can see these are some of the round circular steel pipes are welded at the bottom. You can see these all pipes are used to connect to hold this kind of to hold this structure in position. So let us see what is this. So this is the connection. This is the connection which will be used for precast to precast connection. So in the wall panel video we have seen that how dowel tube is used to connect the precast element vertically. So in this we will see the connection type 2, material 2, in which this is known as the dextra grout. So this is known as the dextra coupler. So this is the coupler that is used. So here you can see this is the coupler, in which there will be a receiving bar and there will be a connecting bar on both of the ends. So these pipes are welded in the mold to hold these couplers. This is the coupler, in which this coupler is fixed with the steel reinforcement. Like this, it will be connected with the column reinforcement, and then we have the hole over here in which the receiving bar will be connected and grouted with the coupler. So here you can see that there is a threaded portion in which this thread will be connected with the uh, main bar of the column, and then here it will be the receiving bar which will go through this hollow pipe, and then it will be grouted within using these holes. So here you can see this is the column. As we discussed, this is the width 1 and this is the width 2 of the column, and this will be the column length. So here you can see this is all the connection using coupler. So this is the blue one is the cap that is closed at the time of the concreting to avoid the blockage of the coupler. So after the construction, this blue cap will be removed, and you will see this kind of hole that will be in position to receive the receiving bar of the below column. So you can also refer IS 15916/2021, which says about the building design and erection using prefabricated construction or prefabricated concrete code of practice. Yeah, so here you can see, and here you can see very clearly that how the column will be connected as we discussed in our previous slides. So this is the coupler that is fixed in the column with the main reinforcement of the column, and then this is the receiving bar. We have this receiving bar which will be connected like this into each and every coupler like this. So this will be the connection detail. Either it can be there are two type of connection. First, we can use this kind of coupler, or second, we can place the dowel tube instead of this coupler. So the concept of dowel tube we have already covered in the construction of the precast wall panel. So in this video we will see the connection using grout coupler. So this all are the receiving bar in which is projected out from the below column, and this is the this is the column which will be connected above this column. So this will be the connection detail. So here you can see this is the wall panel in which the coupler is used. So here you can see this is the coupler, and this is the receiving bar that is used, and this will be connected with this part. Here also you can see clearly. So this is the coupler fixed in the wall panel. We have the receiving bar here. This is the receiving bar that will be connected with the coupler for the above, and then that will be connected and grouted from this hole like this. Okay, so now we will see how this grouting is done to connect these two elements. Yeah, so here you can see this is around 32 to 35 ton of precast column that is lifted using two EOTs. That is here you can see this is the width of the column, and this is the projection bar that is projected from the column below. And then here you can see this is the erection of the precast column, in which this is the receiving dowels from the below column, and we have the grouted coupler. See, this is the hole that is we have seen, right? So this is the hole or hollow section in which this receiving bar will be connected. So after removing this blue cap, you will see this kind of holes. See, here you can see this is the hole which is clear, and this reinforcement will pass easily through this hole. Here also you can see this is the two-story column which is used for the construction of the shade, and here you can see this is the corbel. This is the projected type corbel. Here also this is the corbel. So it has the corbel 1, 2 and 3. Even though it will be there will be corbel 1 and corbel 2 here. So there are total 5 corbel in one column. That depends upon the requirement. So here you can see the column is properly propped or braced with using the propping or using the steel props, and the alignment will be done. So now let us see how these two columns are connected and how this grout is filled into this coupler. So let us say this is the precast column for the first floor, and here in the below column we have the ground floor column. So from the ground floor column we have the double bar that is projecting out from the ground floor column, and we have coupler connected with the main reinforcement, and it will be receiving. Here there will be a coupler, you can imagine, right? So here we have the coupler like this. So here you can see this is the coupler that is fixed with the steel reinforcement, and this steel will pass through this, and here you can see this is two hole through which the grout will be poured into it. So here on the second figure you can see the column is erected. Now it is time to grout this uh, so now it is time to grout this connection. So from the top hole we will pour the concrete, or we can say from the top we will first we will clean that hole. So here you can see this is the blower that is used to clean the hole, in which from the top we will blow the air, and from the bottom all the dust particle will come out. Now what we'll do, we will start pouring the non-shrinking grout. So grout will be filled from the bottom of the hole, in which the grout will be flowing on the upward side, and it will be ejecting out from the top hole. So we have to pour the concrete until we receive the grout from the top hole, so that it will be fully packed all around the reinforcement bar. After we receive the grout from the top hole, we have to pack that hole using the standard plug, which will be pegged, and then similarly we will close the bottom hole to avoid the flow on the opposite direction. So this is how it will be grouted, and then it is connected. The both of the elements are connected together. So if we talk about the curing, so you can see this is the manual curing that is done on factory, so using the gunny bags. And yes, you can see, if as I told you, there are two type of connection. So this is the double tube connection, in which the double tubes are placed in position, and in our previous slide we have seen the connection using grouting couplers. So these are the two types of connections that can be provided in the precast column. So lastly, let us see the product tolerances that is suggested by manual 135, that says about the tolerance manual for precast and pre-stressed concrete construction. So let us see. So this here you can see A is the length of the column. We have the C and B, that is the width 1 and width 2, or we can say both side width of the column. And also we have the corbels. Here you can see we have the corbels as well. So what IS code suggests is like the length of the column should not be more than or less than 13 mm. So the tolerance for the length is plus or minus 13 mm. The width of the column can be tolerated up to plus or minus 6 mm, as well as the depth of the column can be tolerated as plus or minus 6 mm. So you can see all these parameters that is specified by the manual 135. So you can go through these all criteria. So this is all about the tolerance that has to be followed in while the construction of the precast elements. So thank you. This was all about the precast column and its connection details. So if you haven't watched other videos of this series, so let me tell you that in this series we have started with the precast hollow core slab. We have also seen the precast wall panel, as well as precast and pre-stressed beam, and in this video we have covered the precast column. So in upcoming videos we will also see the load test on hollow core slabs. We will see the construction procedure of the landing and staircase, as well as we will go through the boundary walls, as well as we will go through the various tests that are performed on the precast construction, in precast elements. So thank you so much. If you like this video, then please share me a thumb, comment below, and share with your friends. Thank you so much.